Mechamaru, aka Kokichi Muta, is a disabled jujutsu sorcerer in the world of Jujutsu Kaisen. This disability, labeled as a heavenly restriction, gives him more cursed power to use, but at the cost of so many basic human functions being lost. Kokichi uses the added cursed power he has to make a puppet named the Ultimate Mechamaru to live in a Tenjutsu High from the discomfort of his living quarters. At the outset, Mechamaru was cold to his fellow sorcerers at Jujutsu High, but he eventually did learn to enjoy their company, hoping one day to walk with them in person. However, his desperation to get to the outside world led him down a dark path, giving the villains of the series secret intel in exchange for an able body. Kokichi thought he could trick the bastards by using all of the cursed energy he's accumulated to form a super robot, Mechamaru Absolute Zero, but despite the stunning fight in both the manga and the anime, he ultimately loses. One of the people Kokichi grew closest to using the Robomaru persona, Kasumi Miwa, sends off the character in his final moments, where he laments how weak he was both mentally and physically, until realizing he didn't need to be with his friends to physically impact them in a positive way. He was always with them, and those friends are gonna miss him. This character really connected with me, not just because of the Super Robot anime homages, which I do love, but there was a more emotional reason why I connected with Kokichi. Most of the friends I've made in my life are thanks to a persona I've put on from a distance here on the internet through carefully scripting and typing my words. And much like Kokichi, I yearn for the days I can meet them in person. And it makes me sad thinking it may not happen. Though sometimes, it hits me that my silly speeches and jokes about the media I talk about here do have some kind of an impact on both the friends I make and the random strangers that listen in. It may not be a huge impact, but it's still an impact, and that means a lot to me. Now more than ever, people all over the world can communicate with each other through a simple few clicks, and yes, that's led to a lot of bad and scary stuff, but when used properly, it has also led to a lot of good being done in the world. People who would get along, who would otherwise never be able to talk to each other, have been able to. Just because I don't see my friends in person, doesn't mean our bonds aren't real and tangible. I'd love to see them in person, of course, but I'm glad to have contact with them at all, and I cherish that so much. Thanks for watching the channel in 2024, y'all. Wish I could have done something bigger to end the year with, but I still want to talk about this topic, so I decided, screw it. But for now, roll the credits.